It's a little bit on the dramatic side of things, both between you, Maximus. What is she doing?
Right, let's get
What are
ready.
you doing?
Well, I thought before my first dance class, here's the sock.
We're rejecting the socks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm putting on my shoes.
I thought we came into the art studio
We
to
did,
studio
but I'm
art.
just going to just try on my new
Have you
shoes.
converted the art
Now,
studio into the dance
guys,
studio, have you?
If you dance yourself at home just for fitness or whatever and you're an ex-dancer, hi, love you. Basically, I got this bag for $4 from Shein and my shoes.
Okay, this is not a Sheen
My
advert.
shoes for $5.83.
Yeah, and the cat, that didn't come with Sheen either.
Look at them. I can even do Debbie. Sorry, was I flashing? My goodness.
Jeez, keep it together.
Right, I have bike shorts on.
Yes, you do.
Right, this night is a little bit long for me.
Hello, Kitty.
So basically, see how, guys, right, the point looks so much better with the shoes. Son, that is, oh, that's got spittle on it now.
It's his. And now he's after the socks.
And look at my socks. Can I just say something here?
Yes.
Strong.
Well, I hope they make you stronger. Right,
Boom.
on the bar,
Okay,
what are you doing?
So anyway, so basically all I'm trying to say is, if you want to have pretty feet,
Pretty feet.
or your daughters are getting into dance, check out Shein. Don't forget they grow so fast, okay? You could get this in different colours as well. There's tan. This one was, I think there's 3 different colours basically.
Yeah.
The bottom has a definite good spin. Definite good for spin.
Okay, the ball, the padding.
That bit.
Yep.
So anyway, so see how much more tidy. I
Yeah.
can't go
Now,
that way.
the question is, why is your ballet bar now in
Tidy.
here?
Except for my broken toe that has no joint.
Hello. Why is your ballet bar now in here as opposed to the bathroom where it was?
I'm determined to get it. I don't have any balance skills because of neurology.
Yeah.
I am going to get it back in my bathroom.
Right.
It's not staying here, sir.
Well, because you've got your new walk-in bath has just been
I'm
returned,
just waiting
getting
for...
installed, and
No.
that's changed the whole positioning of what you're doing
So
in the
basically,
bathroom.
all I'm doing is waiting for the plumbers to finish off.
Yep.
And then I will dress up my bathroom again like I had it before.
Right.
And basically, then I will put in that bar.
That
and
bar.
I will find a way, sir.
Okay. That's
I
the
will
idea.
Find a way. It can't go there. How do you get to your clothes?
I can't. I have to move it every single time. I need to go to my cupboard with my clothes up.
But is this not fun?
Okay, that's your autistic sensory dancing squares. Now, speaking of which,
Now, someone asked me to put my tap shoes on next time I dance. Tap. Would love to. I've got a problem.
you have a lot of
I
problems.
could buy tap shoes on Shein probably too. But it scratches floors to no tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
I am living in a place that, yes, it's my forever home, but it is also someone else's forever home. So I would never in a million years scratch their
Yeah.
floors.
So unless we bought a large square of
When I was a
chipboard
kid, yeah,
and
I'd
put
black
lacquer on
it,
it, and then that way you've got a place to do some
Guys,
tap
do
dancing.
this for yourself or for your kids if you like tap. Get some boards. It just has to be chipboard, probably about that thick, because you want good sound. Just give it a lacquer of clear, whatever, or just paint.
Yep.
Paint will look annoying though because it'll get scratched up. And practice on that in front of a mirror.
You know the
I used to do that
original.
as a kid.
You know the original tap dancing actually came from sand on the pavement with the soft shoe shuffle. They would actually sprinkle the sand out, and they would actually scuff their shoes
I went
across
to
the
a theatre
sand.
art school and learnt that tapping came from the African community.
It was the African Americans
African-American
doing
community.
the soft shoe shuffle.
Well, I never heard about the sand.
Yeah, so it was the actual sand, literally
did the
sprinkled
sand
on the
come
pavements,
from?
and they would actually dance in their shoes
No
on the ground
way.
and create that sound. Yeah, they improvised. Then they started to add other things
Always
to
warm
make
up.
more different sounds. Yes. Now, speaking of dance, that's why we've got you at the ballet bar.
Yes.
You are now looking at dance inclusion or some sort of disability dance
there is
activity
a disability
to
dance
do.
school.
Mm-hmm.
Just down the road, 15 minutes.
So we've been doing some research into
So I'm gonna
dance,
give it a go.
theatre, performance, music, art, because you are very
You're never too
performing
old,
art.
guys. You're never too
Look at that
old.
cat down there. Seriously, it's
and-
ridiculous. So that's something which you're now looking to do, which is going to help hopefully get you doing some movement,
Well, it's good
work
for
your
my
neurology,
ataxia. It's good for
which is your balance.
movement.
Yep.
It's good for muscle tone.
Correct, building up strength and coordination.
And I recommend anyone with a 22q child.
Because you've got
or an
22q 11.2
autistic
deletion
child,
syndrome, the chromosomal disorder. Yep.
And they're a girl, and they are that kind of girl that would like dance, give it a go.
Yep.
Or
Yeah.
gymnastics or calisthenics.
Are you looking at yourself in the mirror?
Calisthenics is an Australian-only dance format.
Yep.
Where it includes ballet, gymnastics.
And you started that at 3 years of age. That was your first experience into dance. Well, what you're going to is not going to be calisthenics,
No.
but it's going to be
They also have
disability
karaoke.
inclusive dance. But no, look, you're not going to be able to do it all the time. It's going to depend on how well you're feeling.
My voice
You're
can
going to
sometimes
balance
be
it between
real
your
bad.
neurology. We don't want to put you
Dying
out with your heart or your breathing or obviously seizures or dystonia. So there's a balancing act between everything. Right, now we are here in the art studio to do some art, miss, not play with the putty cat, not, my goodness me.
You soccer punched me.
Yeah.
Boom.
So, are we going to do some art or what?
Boom. Boom.
Hello?
Sorry, he's too cute.
You're so distracted in the
He's
evening.
teething, the poor baby. He's teething.
He is, Max. Right, well, let's get on to
We're
the
gonna
art
do
studio
some
side of
art.
things. So the reason why you're down there is where you store all your silicone
So these are all my molds.
molds, the templates that you do your resin in. And you're trying to make 3 or 4 different resin projects today?
3 today.
3 today.
Just 3 today because my brain probably be.
Good luck.
Blah,
Yeah.
blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, okay.
3 would be enough for
We're,
my brain
we're,
today.
we're waiting on that one. Okay.
Yes.
But we probably do need to look at how we store your
Oh, I know
silicone
you
molds.
like this, so.
Yeah. Anyway, you find some of those and let's see what you're going to make. Max is very engaged here.
Are you very engaged?
He's invested.
Where are you? Oh, you
There.
got my butt.
Do you know how many molds you actually have collected, by the way? Has this become one of those special, hyper-focused, special interest collection autistic things of yours?
Yeah, pretty much.
Because you do seem to now have gathered over a number of years a large array of silicone molds.
Yeah, it just happens. 13 years of
You
this.
just happen. Everything seems to grow.
This is 13
Your collection of
years.
everything seems to grow.
I just got a new
Do you
job.
notice that? Do you notice that we keep going vertically up,
I went to the reject shop
and you found more?
of cheap stuff.
So we have a new mold to the mix, which I've just done a measurement, obviously pouring water in to work out the volume of 150 mils. Dyan has selected a candle. So when this inverts out, you've got one of those little round candle things that you can drop into that. Similarly with a cylindrical one that you can do. You've got a large medicine bowl. And you've also got a soap dish that you're making today. You'll notice that with each of these, we've got measurements on the side.
What this is?
What does this particular one do? It's obviously got a hole in the middle.
First show my hairstyle. Dance, cocky, dance. Dance,
You've
cocky,
been
dance.
watching the cockies or the parrots
I
on
know.
TikTok and you've been inspired.
Guys,
Seriously?
I have it in my heart, a calling
To be a parrot.
for a cocky.
To have a parrot.
It's a cocky.
Well, you've got parrots, budgerigars
I
already,
want
but
a
you want a
cocky.
large cocky that talks
Large.
back at you and yells at
Runs
you.
around the house, back chats me,
I think
acts
we've...
like an eternal teenager.
Okay, that sounds like you.
Funny.
With feathers.
That's what I'm saying.
Right,
Best
back
friends
over here to
forever.
the wall.
Okay,
So,
so
this-
basically this, guys, right? Beautiful.
Right.
You make it pretty. Anyway, you get your wine bottle. This hole goes over the wine bottle.
Right.
Right? Then you get your
Stem.
stemmed glasses, and the stem goes in here.
Right.
Like this. And the glass is down next
it's a
to
presentation
the thing.
piece
And
for
you
two
just sit it on your
glasses either
mantelpiece
side
or
of
your
a thing.
credenza or whatever you call
We
it.
will show it a bit more once it's actually made, shall we?
Maybe we will show it once it's made. That's a
That's a
idea.
good
We'll
idea.
Take a picture of it.
And now what do you look like?
It fits, it sits.
You look like one of those pieces in a
If it
chess
fits,
set.
it sits.
What is your drama?
I think, okay, Queen Elizabeth in heaven, it must have been hard holding up this crown because
Okay. That's the
it's
most
heavy.
ungainly way to land on the ground.
That's heavy, man.
Glad,
Kudos to you.
glad you're not royalty.
Queen, hang on. Sorry, Queen Mary. Queen Mary? That's a long time ago. Queen Elizabeth.
Okay.
Okay,
Thanks
we're
for your
done.
courtesy. Right. All of these things, we have to do the calculations for what they add up to being. These cups are not safe over 400, so we have to do it over 2 cups to do the measurement of this.
really?
Yep. And then
Well,
we have
let's
to do the thirds.
Okay, so let's do that in one go and that in one go.
Okay, so we
Deal?
split off the project that way.
Yes,
Sounds good.
parcels.
You're trying to be taller than you actually are.
This is amazing. Everything is different up here.
Okay.
Down here, totally different world. Up here,
Right.
oh my goodness.
Can we get back to the calculations now?
Everything looks small.
Hello. We're over here.
Ah.
So we'll split the calculations off. One group's going to be 175 mils, the other group's going to be 275 mils. We divide by 3 times by 2, so it's 175 over 116 because we're going to do in portions of thirds. I now need to actually do the measurements. I use my measuring cup here to actually work out what the measurements are going to be for mixing. Okay, what?
Ready? You want
Are you trying to be Ray Gunn at the Olympics?
to? Yeah, I'm trying.
Okay, well that never ended very well either, did it?
Failing. Hi, Max.
Okay, so we've got the measurements marked on the cup for this particular one, the 175 and 116. We're using Platinum Unibase. Part A, Part B.
Sponsor me.
I wish you would actually sponsor her, pretty please.
Guys, I'm asking for platform 9 3/4.
And you don't think he... Why aren't you wearing your glasses already?
All right, no, Indian inks are not for
Indian inks and
children.
cats. Okay. Alcohol ink or Indian ink?
Oh. All right.
Okay, I'm trying to mix the resin up over here. Do you mind? So I'm actually just at the moment stirring the 2 compounds
Stirring the
together. I have also put out for the separate projects individual cups to match the separate projects that she's doing, so that they will distribute. So she'll have 3 cups for 3 projects, and then she can have her additives. And Max is still going crazy as usual, whilst you're looking for a combination of Indian inks to suit your project.
Trying to.
You do seem to like ground level a lot.
Yeah, I do.
One would assume it's easier and safer. You don't fall farther than the ground.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. Okay, have you selected your collection, your spectrum of Indian inks, or alcohol inks in this case, for this particular project? Yes?
Correct.
Correct. Okay.
But I might need you to pop the seal of the new
I've heard that before.
one of the colours. That's just
Okay, so
that's not acceptable.
we have over here on the artist's table the
That.
nothing. It's your imagination.
Well,
A
it's
figment
not, 'cause
of
it's
your
actually
imagination.
There, so it's can't be
Okay,
painted.
but you're not using Indian inks for these projects.
All right,
So
so let me work out. No, I am.
you are now.
Why did
Okay.
you think I changed my mind?
I think you changed your mind. So you're aware that you're not doing these 2 here. You're doing those 3 there. Yep.
Yeah, I'm just checking.
I'm just checking too.
Okay, that's never been used. I think they both haven't.
Okay, so
But
we'll need to
I'm
pop
just-
those with a pin.
Yeah, I'm going to leave you to do that while I get started on the ones I'm doing. Yeah, okay. So,
So they're both new ones, ready to go.
this one here needs to be the pin.
Okay, so you have now mixed, I'll say your condiments.
Correct.
The,
So I'm going to move it to the back so that we've got working space.
right.
And this one is going in. Oh, she's gorgeous. She's
I'll be
beautiful.
stopping there if I was you.
Matt is always the best guy.
Work on your meniscus and what's left over. And the pyramid at the back's your spare repository, isn't it?
Yeah, I have to have a spare because
Where you
it
dump
just
a lot of the
feels
excess,
like
and
an
it keeps building
absolute
layer upon layer in these
waste.
pyramids, which is pretty cool actually.
So I don't like to waste, so I try not to.
A finished example of one of Dyan's pyramids with a top and body layer. Another one of her pyramids, but more with the sparkle variation this time, and of course the Barbie shoes. Pour number 2, or the candle number 2.
It's just like glass. Pretty. Sometimes you have to be patient because sometimes the bits inside it make it go down slow. So you just let it glide, let it glide.
Very accurate measurement, actually.
You did very well, sir. I'm very impressed.
For the third out of this subset, so you're going for a lot of clear with sparkles.
It's to look like glass.
Nice.
Is that the top?
A little bit more. You're almost hitting meniscus. What we're looking for is that very much fine point before we go over. Just there will be fine. Thanks very much for asking.
Perfect.
Look at those measurements, eh?
Your measurements are amazing, sir.
And now we come to the pyromaniac phase. Whoops. Getting rid of the bubbles that appear.
Right, so sir's mixing hard because part A, part B has to be mixed. Now, you got to do it if you're new at this until there's no strings. There can be heaps of bubbles. Don't worry about it. They can go away later in many ways, but you don't want strings. And that means looks like it's oil and water or something. It should not look like that.
About 2 minutes of good solid mixing is normally required.
Yes, that's what's recommended.
So what have you selected in here? You've got some silver.
Silver.
Glitter.
Okay, so the
Chunky
soap
glitter,
dish.
non-toxic.
Oh, sorry, that's your arm there. The
blue.
soap dish has got a bit of the blue.
Nice.
So basically, I'm going to move back because it actually doesn't show it well. We've got the silver to this side. We've got the pink and we've got the blue, and the little bit of white makes all those colours pop.
Cool. And
So-
for this one here?
And this one here will be clear, and then Indian inks
So you've got
in a
one
blob
there.
effect.
So that's like an orange, yellow.
I've got an orange, yellow, blue,
That's a yellow.
pink. I know it says peach, but it's
Light
actually a pink.
blue.
White to make the colours
Peach.
stand out,
Peach
and an
again.
orange.
Well, okay, that's the white. And
The
then what's
white
that? A
helps
purple.
it stand out. And a purple.
Ooh.
Colourful. Correct.
So with this wine holder, so it's obviously a glass holder goes on the neck of the wine, you're pouring in clear, and then the Indian inks are going to be used as drops to spread out and disseminate through the clear, form the puddles of the little colour as they bleed out and merge and intermix between each
Correct.
other.
Yeah.
Okay, very cool.
Oh, don't tell me you're a bit dry.
Does it remind me of a mad science experiment?
Yeah, I guess.
In a Petri dish?
Mm-hmm. Seems to want to be. Ah. Okay, I'm just watching it unfold. I am happy
You happy with that?
with that. Except there we need.
There'll still be some movement as the ink continues
Yeah, a
to
little
spread
bit.
and join,
Where is that?
create the little unions, blend. You're not going to stimulate any of the joins. You're not going to stir through. You're going to leave it as is in its static
You
form.
can do that, guys, but no, I'm not going to. Definitely not going to. I'm going to.
You can do overlayers on layers and layers and layers of the colours, can't you?
Absolutely. There is just no rules.
Very free-form abstract art, just whatever you feel at the end of the day.
Correct. Yes, that's very true. Alrighty.
Okay, so the last of the projects is your soap dish. You've just introduced the assortment of raspberry coloured pink glitter.
Pretty.
Now there's some of the mermaid blue.
It's not mermaid, this
It
one.
reminds me of mermaid blue.
It's not mermaid.
I'm sure the people in the comments will agree it's mermaid blue.
Not mermaid.
Look at that. There's, how many mermaids are involved in the making of that?
Don't bump. I'm
Clear?
telling myself.
Yes, you need to be careful of your working space and your table as other things are setting over there.
Exactly. I can't mess with the process.
Yes.
Never mess with the process.
Some clear glitter.
Just allow and enjoy the process.
That's it.
Yes. You know? Go with the process. That's what they say. Nobody cares, you know.
Who says that, by the way?
Just live life and be happy is the pretty good motto I've heard lately. And I think that it's pretty spot on. Okay? Like we elected people today. Does it matter? No. Does our count probably matter? Probably not.
Yes,
But we do it anyway.
We had...
Because they think that we're stupid, but we're not, but we have no...
Okay, so we had
Chance.
the early voting for the WA state elections, which was for us Friday. So the elections are held Saturday tomorrow
Such fun.
in Western Australia.
I mean,
But-
I do like my politics, but it's more of the, I'm like on the anti-politics side of things because they never do what they say they're going to do. I mean, I read the things today on the billboard, Labor and Liberal, both guilty. I've read the list, the 3-word list. You think I'm stupid. I want a report. I want
Right.
a 12-page report telling me why you're going to be good.
That would be...
I didn't get it in the mail.
Like to see it?
You keep asking me for 12-page reports. Anyway, I didn't
Well,
get it.
we-
Had to make a decision. And guess what? Because I looked at the list and went, that's what you said last time. I went, no.
The computer said no.
Computer
Now we
said
did have
no.
we did have quite a lot of difficulties today because first of all, because we've been moving house and we had actually re-enrolled and told them our address, we hadn't received in the mail the postal voting process that we normally use for Dyan to save trying to drag her in because we can't always predict health-wise
Luckily, I was okay
between seizures
today,
and heart
yeah.
and oxygen and energy or anything else. So we found
mean,
a
I was
window. I
bloody
wasn't going to leave it
tired.
for tomorrow when it's really a busy day with everybody trying to vote.
Nope.
We found a window and we went down to our local polling centre.
Yep.
But the problem is they didn't have very good disability access. We had to walk all the way around
And
the
I
back.
must admit, they
just to
tried
get
very
in.
hard, but I'm pretty sure it's virtue signalling.
Yeah, but a
And
bit
it's best.
so. But once we got into the centre, the
Anyway,
volunteers were very helpful.
It's done.
That was really
I'm
good.
not going to get a fine now.
That's the
You're not
important
gonna
part. You
charge
turned
me
up. You've added your
for
voice.
not doing my rights.
Yep, you've had a say, so to speak. That's the important
Oh,
part.
they'll just chuck it in the bin. I should have taken my pen. I forgot to take my pen. Take your pen, guys, and they can't rub it out.
Watching the paw as we come in now.
Oh,
Be careful
she's
because
pretty.
I would be careful about that.
Is that about it?
Yeah, and remember with the
Oh,
glitter, they do tend
no.
to expand a lot more.
Oh no!
You didn't use all of the resin in the wine one. That's why there's more left over.
Yeah,
There's a lot of bubbles as well.
Short, and we overestimated.
The more
to
glitter
be...
you put, just tend to spark
It
more
actually
bubbles,
does.
doesn't it?
Well, yeah, no, it does. But also, the more glitter, the less resin gets used. So
Oh, so there's
anyway,
a change of volume
let
in
me
that.
just go to my little magic box.
Oh, you're going to find something else down underneath the table.
This is where I've been sleeping for weeks.
Okay, you
doing
have not been sleeping for weeks on the
I
ground
have.
under your table doing all your art
have.
for your exhibition.
That was my pillow.
That was
and
not
this
your
was
pillow.
My blanket.
Okay, you're being dramatic again. Goodness me.
Oh, it might be in here.
Okay, so you're going to find a spare mold.
How many mils is
You want me
that?
to guess, don't you? Let's work that
Guesstimate.
out. Which mold did you choose to put the leftovers in?
This. So it's going to be like a little bowl like that.
Okay.
But of course, it's inverted when you do the pour.
Now, there's about 50 for that one. You will have some
Yep,
left
and the rest
over.
will probably just go in my...
The rest will go into your pyramid, which is
Pyramid.
still growing as it goes.
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh. Pretty.
Now, watch the minutes as it hits the top. Come down to ground level for this one. Stop there.
Whoa. Whoa.
There's a lot of woe there.
Whoa.
And the rest will go into the pyramid at the back. For yet another layer.
Here we go, pyramid. Don't say that we didn't give you anything tonight.
You have been feeding the pyramid.
Slowly feeding this hungry pyramid.
It's a good thing to do with your little leftovers, though, to create
It is
the extra
actually.
layers rather than just chucking
Sometimes I
them.
get the most amazing pyramids, and they're great for gifts, and you know, sometimes they turn out just stunning. Some of them are just going in the bin because it's like,
Yeah, sometimes
nah.
it doesn't work.
Yeah,
That's
but,
okay.
if it turns out like a happy accident,
Now with a creme brulee torch, you're
so
just
no
going to
happy
give it a
accidents
bit of
out there,
a
isn't there? Sorry.
bit of a pop of the bubbles,
Bubble popping
and the ooh, bit of smoke coming off that one.
smoke.
This girl was on fire.
Smoke.
Yes,
Wait,
on
no.
that one, the smoke was coming off this one. I saw
All right.
it.
Well,
So
let's not do that
Let's not do that.
anymore.
Now it can heat and bubble
All right, don't
over.
bump
So we're
the
going
table,
to.
sir.
Right. I've got a gentle touch. I have. Well done you on creating your artwork
Oh,
tonight.
What are you?
You have done quite a
What are
few
you?
things in the
What's that,
studio.
man? The most handsome man in the world.
Thank you
Long
very much,
hair.
Lee. Give Dyan a big thumbs up of encouragement if you've enjoyed
Thank
this
you.
episode. Comments, questions, ideas, and suggestions, leave them below. Love to hear
Hang
from
on.
everybody as usual. Now, if you are new to the channel, remember that you need to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Dyan does do resin art, also acrylic pour painting. She is also a klutz. That will be because of probably
taking
the
my crown
apraxia
off.
with autism. She has ADHD, OCD, Tourette's, a range of different seizure types, all because of 22q11.2 deletion syndrome, that chromosomal disorder that she deals
My
with.
job is done.
And the Tourette's throws in
the
for just a good
slave
minute.
can go to bed now.
You're not a slave.
I've got an apron and everything.
Oh my God, that's a bit archaic at the best of times. Hello, Kitty. Well, say goodbye to everybody.
Kitties.
Yes, and we'll see
That
you
sounds
then
very wrong.
in
too.
another
But we
episode.
will see you in another episode. So I
Real
hope you
soon.
enjoyed the acrylic pours.
This is the resin. You were doing
Rain
resin.
Problems.
Resin
I told
today.
you I have neurological problems.
Okay, are you here?
I hope you enjoyed the resin pour, and I hope I'm slowly teaching you something.
Yeah.
And if you're into this already, I know that one of you are.
Yeah, good on you
right?
guys. Enjoy
I'm
it.
feeling like I've just been to meditation.
Yeah, it's your happy place.
Yeah.
Or crazy place, whichever comes first.
Well, he
It's
calls
certainly
it
an
that.
ADHD
I
hour.
call it fun.
Indeed. All right, guys, we'll see you soon. Bye for now.
Bye.